Okay, there we go. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hello, welcome to Donuts and Chatting. I don't know. I might change the name of it. Who knows? Oh wait, let's get a picture. Topic: tell me about your cowboy heritage. Who came before you? What did you do for your legacy? Tell me about the cowboys.
Well, I come from a bunch of cowboys. My dad was a cowboy. He broke horses. They weren't his, it was his brother's. But they were also work horses, but they were also riding horses. My dad had his favorite roping horse growing up as a boy. Horse's name was Dutch. Daddy really loved the horse. And when I come along, we started doing cowboying again. No big way. We just got a horse because there was a bunch of kids. But me and my dad would go riding. He had a pretty Palomino horse named Skipper. It was the first one we bought when I was a young boy.
Is that why you named your Palomino horse Skipper?
Probably. Yeah, I had a real pretty Palomino stud horse. I called him Skipper. There's probably a lot of Skippers around, but I rode a little, mostly Palomino mare. I was going to say her name, and I forgot her name now. Come to me in a minute. Well, she had a brown spot on her side of her hip. Blondie.
Just on one side?
Blondie. We called her Blondie.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. But I loved to be with my dad riding. And he broke the horses, of course. But I helped him because I was like his test pilot. And,
you were the crash dummy?
Yeah. We had lots of horses we bought. My dad, since we weren't real wealthy people, we had to buy horses that weren't broke, and so we'd have to buy them as colts and break them. And we had some good horses, but Daddy bought this one that I don't know if he was a Mustang. That's before we knew anything about Mustangs. And I remember the owner, because we'd go buy them at a certain place, he said, this horse has never really seen many humans. And of course my dad bought him this little sorrel horse, brown horse with like a strip of white on his forehead. Anyway, my dad liked to, let's just say he was not in his right mind. And we went down there to ride this horse when we first got him. And my dad put me on him, and I told my dad my dad was going to lead me with a halter and lead rope. I said, no, okay. I said, Dad, don't get to the end of that rope. You stay up there right by his head. And my dad kind of got a smirk on his face, and he went to the end of the rope instead of staying up by the horse's head. And it wasn't long that I was thrown off of that horse.
Oh.
No problem.
Said, hey, watch this. You really were the crash dummy.
Yeah, but he didn't do that too many times.
Yeah.
Before that, I loved horses. I remember when I was a younger boy, and I don't know what happened, but my dad was thinking about going to work on a ranch down in Texas, because this is in Oklahoma where we was raised. And I remember thinking, wow, I'm going to be able to ride a horse to school, and it's just going to be so wonderful.
Riding a horse to school is crazy.
And I remember Daddy didn't get that job. I was brokenhearted. I was sick. I was just so sad that he didn't get that job.
Honestly, you probably have a better chance of riding a horse to school in Oklahoma than Texas.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
Especially from the sound of it where you grew up.
Yeah, it wasn't a big city. But, lots of fun on horses. And then I started, after I was married, I wanted my kids to experience that kind of, I don't know about lifestyle, but just, I wanted my kids to be, well, that, and I wanted my kids to be interested in, where we lived in Houston. There were some kids hanging around at night, walking up and down the road at night. It's kind of before gangs was much around. I told my wife Cindy, I said, find us some land. I'm going to get my kids interested in a horse. And before we got the land, though, I told her, I said, I want to get my kids interested in animals. Because I felt like if they were interested in animals, it'd
keep them out of the streets.
Keep them out of the streets. And we did. We bought a little bay horse. And
was that Claire?
No, this is way before Claire. And he was everything. He was kind of barn sour and everything else.
Barn sour?
Yeah, he would ride along and he'd duck his head if you wasn't watching. He'd slide right off.
No.
And I found Jamie, which was a nice registered.
Oh yeah, I remember Mom talking about Jamie.
And I went and tried her out. I really wanted her, but anyway, before that, I had to sell this horse, and so I found a guy that was interested in he come up to where I was keeping him, and I remember I had Shelly and Cindy were with me, and the guy showed up, was talking, and Shelly was in the car just listening and watching, and then she just jabbered out, that horse throwed my dad. That horse throwed my dad. Like, shut up, kid.
Please.
Contain
Please,
this
I'm trying
kid.
to sell it. I'm like, I don't know whose kid this is. She just showed up here. She must be talking about someone else's dad.
Yeah, there's lots of funny things on the horses. And been a part of my life, and now all I got left is a half a horse.
Cody's a Shetland.
Yeah. You know, it's really still going, and I'm still a little bit in culture shock, whatever you want to call it.
Culture shock?
Whatever, I don't have any horses anymore, but
I think that's just shock.
Entertain me. So it's kind of hard to go to the barn.
Yeah.
And not do and clean and all hay and all that.
Yeah. I mean, you did it for like, what?
Long time.
60, 50 years?
So, I never did any rodeoing or anything like, well, rodeo's all right, but I didn't mean to. Different animals. I found this, actually I stopped to look at a trailer that was for sale, a horse trailer, when I was working in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to the guy, and he was telling me about the widow that owned the trailer, owned the horse too. And she's trying to sell a horse too. So I got interested in looking at the horse, and she was an ugly looking speckled horse. She was so ugly she got to looking pretty to me.
Oh my goodness.
But I went and he got her up there and said, yeah, her husband passed away, you know, and she's a widow now, and nobody's rid the horse in a few years. And he said, oh, she's broken and everything. So they got her up there, and I saddled her up. She rode okay. And so I think the next day I went and told Cindy, you know, and I felt like I was a bargain horse. So I thought, I'm getting a real bargain here because she's cheap. And next day I went and got Cindy, and we went and looked at her again, and I rode her, and she rode kind of crazy. Just kind of acted a little crazy. and that didn't stop me. And I bought her, and man, I lost a lot of weight on that horse. 'Cause she would lay down on you and run up against and rub up a fence with you. She'd run under trees with you.
Oh my goodness.
And she broke. I made the mistake of tying up the reins, the bridle reins. She snapped them one day, just for nothing. And I had, I think Cindy was sitting on her one day, and she just laid down. But I eventually got her out of it, and she did like rear up too. And but I got her where she was riding pretty good, and I just was more bullheaded than she was, and got her riding good. And so that's when I found Jamie, and so I had to sell her. And the day that I had her, I found a guy that's just interested in. He was going to come over and ride her, and so I told him where I was at. I went down there about 30 minutes before the guy was going to show up, and I went down there to saddle her up and warm her up. Well, that guy was already there, so that kind of spoiled my plan there. So I saddled her up. He brought his cowboy with him. I thought, well, okay, and he rode him around and rode her around, and she was prancing around, acting like she wanted to rear up and everything. And he asked me, he said, "Does that horse ever rear up?" And I said, "She might. She might." And he said, "That's okay." He said, "I kind of like that. That's your horse, buddy." He bought her, and I bought Jamie, moved Jamie there, and I can't remember what black Shetland I had them too. But you know, Jamie came to our place. Jamie's buried on our place today. Got several horses buried on our land and also Shelley Love's land. Wasn't their land at that time. Anyway, I've enjoyed everything associated with being a cowboy. I like the smell of leather. I like the smell of horses.
Horses do have a good smell. Leather too.
Yeah. Well,
I like it whenever I get like a new Bible or something, like that leather cover. It's like just, oh, that smells good.
So, and now my son's not really interested in anything like that. My daughter's really not interested in anything like that. So, Junie, if you're listening to this, right today, my hope is in you.
Junie, we're counting on you.
So,
I bet you James would like it.
well,
I mean, he already wears boots all the time with his pajamas. Does he have cowboy boots? Actually, I think my mom gave him a pair of cowboy boots. I mean, he said he wanted to come back out to the country and weave like Hannah was crocheting the blanket, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to come out here and do some weaving again." He was saying about the chicken and stuff that Hannah was putting on the blanket for Oliver. She was trying to decide what farm animals to put on the blanket for Oliver, and you know, she's like, "Of course we have to have a horse, but what else do you think should be on there?" And he goes, "I think a stupid chicken." And then he goes, "Well, like an ugly chicken." And then Mina comes over and she goes, "James?" And he goes, "I mean a sweet chicken." You know what we say about Sage? Sage is like if a horse was a dog. Because you know, like her coat and like how she kind of acts. She thinks she's a baby even though she's big. And she just kind of has that vibe of like if a horse was a dog, you know? There's a picture I have somewhere of Tallulah meeting Sage. As we're holding Tallulah, she's got her little nose reaching. Tallulah, this is the biggest dog I've ever seen.
This is the moment.
Yeah. And then Shadow got Sage has her little, her big old snout. One more right question there about the tech before we end the video. Considering my roots and your cowboy. My cowboy heritage. So would it be cultural appropriation to dress like in Western clothing?
Oh,
like cowboy clothing. It would be cultural appropriation?
I don't know about what that word means.
It's like if someone was...
Drugstore cowboy?
Basically, yeah.
Would you fool anybody? No. But Would it be appropriate? Absolutely.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
this is Texas.
That is true.
You know,
It's Texas culture.
And the boots are always summer, winter, beach. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The boots are always
Yeah.
in style. I mean, Allison's got boots.
I guess here's a better way to word the question. Would it be offensive to your culture?
Absolutely not.
Don't take that as I don't like horses.
Did you
However,
that?
yeah, I did. Both of them.
When? When I was in the bathroom?
No, while you were talking.
Oh.
You were focused on telling me about cowboys, and I'm over here like,
No.
the size of a horse, terrifying.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we lived where moose lived?
Mm-hmm.
Mooses terrify me. And they can swim.
They're big.
They're huge. Just the
And they're
concept.
dangerous.
Yeah. If a moose gets hit by a car, the moose can walk away fine, but the people are probably crumbled up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if they were carnivorous? That'd be terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Mooses are one of my most irrational fears of running into. Like, I have a few fears that are very irrational. Running into a moose is one of them.
I can understand that.
Another one is that my recurring nightmare will happen, and that nightmare is, it comes in different forms sometimes, but it's always the same kind of thing where it's like, I'm in the back of a moving car, the car's speeding, we're like on a freeway, it's super busy, there's all these other cars. I'm in the back of the car and no one is driving. Sometimes there's someone in the passenger seat. Not always, but I have to like climb to the front of the car to like get control of the car, but I'm moving in slow motion and I can't see. And usually by the time I can kind of like claw my way up to the front, I'm trying to either hit the brakes and the brakes aren't working, or I'm panicking because I'm like, I don't know how to drive a car. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The car won't stop speeding. We're on the freeway, you know, and I can't see. I can't hardly move. Then at some point the car crashes. So that is one of my irrational fears of things that could happen.
You have that recurring dream?
Oh yeah, all the time. It's at least like
So does
maybe 6 times a month.
So do you crash?
Sometimes. There's different varieties to it, but the general base of the dream is I'm at the back of a car, have to get to the front to stop it from crashing, and I can't move or see very well. It's like I'm just like everything's just blurry, and I can barely move myself, like in slow motion. It's pretty scary too, because I have quite a plethora of dreams that I have had before, and then later on it's like next thing I know I'm in that scene from my dream. I
have dreams like that.
Yeah, I know some people have that to a certain extent, but for me it happens pretty often. And it's not like deja vu, it's like I specifically remember dreaming this, you know.
Have you ever been in a situation and it's like you haven't been there before, but in your mind,
Yeah, it's like I know this place.
Yeah,
I get that all the time. I get that all the time.
I used to. It's really odd because you go like,
Yeah.
I know this place.
Right. See, stuff like that
Never
is
been
like,
here, but I know this place.
yeah, stuff like that. It can be either deja vu, or like for me, it's like I specifically remember picturing this place. You know,
Yeah.
which is weird because I have a terrible memory in the first place. But like
Maybe
I
you got that
specifically
from
remember
me.
it. Did I get my psychosis from you? Oh, you're delusional too. We just need to make little friendship bracelets that just say delusional.